Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From bouncing into comics. Report, Sony now focusing exclusively on blockbusters, smaller studios being made to work on Naughty Dog releases. Well, it's Sony. What did you expect? Sony used to be a good company. Okay, I think I'm centered now. I can get the full blast of my awesomeness through your screen. And look at how beautiful I am. I'm beautiful, aren't I? Oh, come on, take a screenshot. There you go. There you go. Anyway, Sony used to be a great company when it was based on Japan, but the moment they decided, oh no, Japan is too right-wingy, oh, and then they moved to California. Sorry, California. Or as we like to claim, California. Sony became woke. Extra woke, to the point that it became miserably impossible to enjoy anything. So we get blockbusters like TheLAstOfUS 2, which was an absolute disaster. Look, the textures were great, but holy fuck, the story was absolute miserably crap. Very crap. Anyway, so let's go and read. The turn of Sony's video game development focus towards exclusive blockbusters is causing discontent among some of the company's smaller studios, as many teams are having their resources directed to bigger developers, particularly Naughty Dog. Remember when Naughty Dog used to be a good company? I do remember they used to make one specific game that I used to love. On that note, let me go and check it out. I'm pretty sure they are the ones, unless I'm getting it confused with another developer. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to do a quick research over here. I'm pretty sure they are very, very old, and they've made quite a few. Where's the I probably should have gone to the what was it? Mobby Games. They'll probably give me a better list than Wikipedia. Wikipedia is an absolute disaster when it comes to things like this. Oh, here it is. List of Naughty Dog games. So, apparently they are from 1985, 1984. Holy shit, pickle. Allergies. My respiratory system is an absolute STW. Let's go and take a look, shall we? Alright. Sky Craze, Kings. Oh, Crash Bandicoot! That's where I'm coming from. That's where the name Naughty Dog rings a bell on my beautiful head. It's from these. No wonder. Oh, Jack and Daxter. Oh, there you go. No wonder. And then apparently you went kind of. And then we have this. So now you know. So now I know where that name comes from. Crash. Damn, that was a good game. It was an absolutely difficult game, but still, nonetheless, good. Let's go on. According to the new report from Bloomberg, authored by former Kotaku journalist Jason Schreier, though Sony owns about a dozen studios across the world as part of its PlayStation Studios label, the company has elevated many game games made by its most successful developers to its main priority. As noted by Schreier, the focus on exclusive blockbusters has come at the expense of niche teams and studios within the PlayStation organization, leading to higher turnover and less choice for players, especially considering how the company has repeatedly informed developers that it no longer wants to produce smaller games that are only successful in Japan. Following the PlayStation's 4 disappointing performance in Japan. Well, that's all on you, Sony. Wanna know why? Because you stopped making games that Japanese people like, which in turn also makes the Western audience like too. I remember when games released in Japan only and it was an absolute shit show, not only to import or anything like that. I remember reading people having difficulties importing certain games, and plus there was no English translation and it was difficult, especially JRPGs, which I'm not very fond of, but still. Well, today it's completely different. They decided to go woke, and you get the shit show you get. Anyway, said focus has begun to take its toll on the company's smaller studios, as teams are regularly co-opted by Sony to work on their blockbuster franchises, and smaller, less profitable titles are axed entirely. Well, this is actually kind of bad, because now, the smaller games, imagine if Naughty Dog was delegated to make those games remaster or as a support studio to some bigger developers back when Crash Bandicoot was created. You'll never see a Crash game, ever. And that would be a loss. Imagine how many of those studios may have a Crash game for us. A Crash Bandicoot game. And now their projects are cancelled. So now you don't get the beautiful Crash, the little crazy dog running and jumping up onto boxes and then making me frustrated with some of these jumping mechanics and making me want to kill myself and then shoot myself. But still, it's Crash. For example, in the wake of Days Gone mixed reception, Sony decided that a sequel was not a viable option, instead assigning one of developer Sony Band's teams to help Naughty Dog work on new Uncharted game. In another instance, Michael Monbauer, a Sony director, assembled a new development unit within the company originating from already established visual art service group, wanted to pitch something that would be well received by their bosses at Sony. However, upon recognizing the risks and expenses involved in developing a new game from scratch, Monbauer and his team instead opted to pitch a remake of the original The Last of Us. It would have been more likely to be greenlit by Sony executives. Jesus Christ. The people funding the work are often risk-averse, and noted Monbauer. Well, if they are risk-averse, then stop with the woke politics, you imbecilic morons! And if they have to pick between a team that's done it before and someone trying to do it on their own for the first time, I can see why some people pick the prior developer over the latter. Eventually, the team's The Last of Us remake was approved, eventually entering production under the codename T1X. T1X? T1XX. Oh. So is that Womanixon X? Latinx X? Latrine X? Unsurprisingly, the production was heavily capped by Sony, who not only insisted that the team's existence be kept a secret, but also refused to give them a budget to hire more people. Whoa. Seriously? You want them to remaster that game and you don't even give them a budget to hire more people? Ooh boy. Ooh boy. In response to the budget proposal by Monbauer and his team, PlayStation Worldwide Studios head Harman Hollerst questioned why T1X was so much higher than remakes Sony had made in the past. Mombauer explained to us the team needed more people to help rework their title for the then newly introduced PS5 graphic engine. But the executive remained steadfast in his refusal to approve their budget. Okay then. Okay. Holy crap, the mom gender! Is that the dude? No, oh no. No, this is the mom gender. Yeah. Abby? Think. Either way, it was a forgettable story. The only thing I remember are the muscles of the dude over here. Complicating matters even further, after development was completed in last year, The Last of Us 2, Sony informed Mombauer and his team that some people from Naughty Dog would be assigned to help out the One X. However, it soon became apparent that Naughty Dog was in charge. The dynamics returned to what they have been the last decade. As a result, the end of 2020, Mombauer's top staff members, including himself, had left the company entirely. Production of The Last of Us remake remains in development at Naughty Dog with assistance from Sony Visual Art Support Group. Yeah, probably the only good Last of Us, apparently, because The Last of Us 2 is a bit of a mom gender infestation and a disappointing little storyline. But then again, this is Sony, and Sony is losing ground on their own land because they decided to go woke and try to listen to the very vocal minority who doesn't buy their products, and they're a tiny little demographic. And well, you're lost, Sony. Nobody's gonna miss ya. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you like this type of content, stay right here on youtube.com/Jester. But if you like spicy content, it surprisingly has been put on hold until the weather improves. Head to bitch.com/Jester or minds.com/Jester for some spicy content. And very giggity content too. So, anyway, take care and have a very, very, very good night.